If you're thinking of moving to Benton, Arkansas in 2026, this is the most complete guide you will find. My name is Shiela Gerasimenko. I'm a local real estate agent here in the area. Today, I'm going to break down everything: cost of living, schools, jobs, and even upcoming development, so you can decide if Benton is the right place for you. Before anything else, my name is Shiela Gerasimenko. My team and I would love to assist you if you are thinking of moving in the area. Don't hesitate to reach out. My phone number is right here, and all our other contact information is in my bio. Where is Benton and why are people moving in the area? Well, Benton is part of Saline County, which is 20 to 25 minutes away from Little Rock, which means you have access to jobs and hospitals, but you still get to live in a quieter, more suburban area, and this is one of the main reasons people are moving here. Population growth and why it matters. This is huge and something most people overlook. Benton now has a population of 39,500 in 2026. It has a growth rate of 1.9% per year, and that's over 12% since 2020. The median age in the area is 38 years old, and trivia, for every 100 females, there are 102.7 males. Also, zooming out in Saline County, there are already 131,000 people, and it is considered one of the fastest growing counties in Arkansas. Why does this matter? If there is growth, there is more demand, and demand creates rising home values and more developments. Cost of living with real numbers. Let's break down everyday costs because this is what people are Googling the most. Let's start with housing. The median home price here is about $230,000 to $240,000, and most houses are still under $300,000. Property taxes is about 0.6%, and sometimes we'll see a 0.7 to 0.9%. This is one of the reasons people are moving here, because you get more house for your money. With groceries, it is 5 to 6% cheaper than the national average and taxed lower than most states. So food costs here is noticeably cheaper month to month. Let's talk sales tax. So state-based, it's about 6.5%. With local, it goes up to about 9 to 10% total. It is pretty high, but groceries here have reduced tax, which helps a lot. What about income? This is important to a lot of buyers. The median household income in the area is about $72,000 to $73,000. This is the last few places wherein the middle class income can still comfortably buy a home. Next up is housing market. Housing market in the area is still steady, not going crazy, not crashing. Homes only sit for about 1 to 2 months. Inventory is still tight, but improving. I'll give you an example. Let's talk about February 2026 housing market. So on the average, homes only sit for about 32 days, which is really great. There is about 2.82 months of inventory, and the median sold list price is about $244,950. Bottom line is, good home still sells, but buyers have more breathing room compared to a few years ago. Development and what's coming. This is where things gets interesting. So Benton is in a growing phase and not in a declining phase. So we're seeing a lot of new constructions. In fact, according to Metroplan in 2025, Benton has grown about 50% in new construction and forecasted to have 4,900 new constructions homes or new households from 2025 to 2030. That's a lot of new houses. We're also seeing a lot of retail and restaurant expansions and increased demand of people moving in the area. We've also seen a noticeably increase in business boom as the area grows. And here's the key. With Little Rock expanding, Benton grows with it. So we're also seeing a lot of chain restaurants, retail corridors expanding, and infrastructure developments. As a homeowner, that is one of the things you want to see. Growth in the area without being overcrowded. Let's talk about jobs and economy. So most people fall in these 3 categories. The first one is commuter. They work in Little Rock but live in Benton. The second one is they work locally in schools, education, they work in retail and service, and also in construction because there's a lot of growth and development in the area. And lastly, remote work, which is becoming a huge trend. So what they do is people from expensive cities move here, keep the big salaries, but have a lower cost of living. And this is becoming a huge relocation trend. Let's talk about schools. Schools are one of the biggest drivers on why people are moving here. We have the Benton School District and the Bryan School District. Ratings are generally above average or average. They have strong graduation rates, and there's a lot of community involvement. What about sports? Sports is a big deal here. They take it seriously. In fact, Bryan has one of the top football programs in the state. Benton is also competitive, and both have strong athletics program. So if your kid is into sports, this might be a great place for you. Next up is things to do. Here's what life actually looks like in the area. So Arkansas encourages outdoor living. So there's a lot of parks in Benton, Arkansas, and one of my family's favorite is Tyndall Park, just because there's something to do for everyone. You have a skate park, a playground, a pickleball, tennis, basketball court, a splash pad. So there's a lot of fun things to do there. You also have downtown Benton, which is one of the most active downtowns I've ever seen. They have Third Thursdays, they have farmers market, they decorate the whole city hall in Christmas, and you can avail a carriage ride with a fee. So you're not gonna lack of anything to do here. You also, if you're into fishing or kayaking, we have Saline River, fishing in Sunset Lake, which is more accessible because it's just by I-30. We also opened a mountain bike park wherein it can accommodate any level of mountain biking experience you have. And also they're planning a green whale trail. So their goal is to connect Saline County, Faulkner County, Lone Oak, and Pulaski County via biking and trails. So that's exciting. Plus, it's only 25 minutes away from Little Rock, wherein you have more choices for restaurants and shopping, and it's a close drive to a lot of lakes and outdoor recreation areas. So in here, it is a slower, family-focused lifestyle. So pros and cons of living in Benton. So what are the pros? Affordable housing, growing area, family-friendly neighborhoods, a lower cost of living, and it's close to Little Rock. So what are the cons? So we have hot, humid summers. It is not walkable, limited nightlife, and you also have a smaller local job market. If you want the big city energy, this isn't it. But that's exactly why people are moving here. So who should move here? I think it's good for families, first-time home buyers, remote workers, or people who just wants to leave expensive cities. But it's not ideal for nightlife-focused people or people seeking city lifestyles. So when you look at everything, schools, lifestyle, growth, and development, I think Benton is one of the best places in Arkansas you can move to. If you're thinking of relocating in the area, let me help you. My name is Shiela Gerasimenko, and my team and I would love to help you find the right home, avoid bad deals, and help you move smoothly. Thank you for watching.